we got to go into several countries. We got to go into several countries on Mike in the Night. Several countries have issued travel warnings to the U.S. And for years, for years, IR was the U.S. that issued for years, IR was the U.S. that issued cautionary travel advisories to citizens heading overseas, but roles have just been surprisingly flipped. Courting, is this a courting or courting? Is that right? Courting? Okay. According to Yahoo, multiple countries, including longtime allies, I can't even read this, allies, sorry, like Australia, Canada, and the UK, are now warning their citizens about traveling to the United States. Men's Journal reported Australia updated its advisory in June, flagging gun violence and civil protests and unpredictable immigration enforcement. While its guidance remains at level 1, exercise normal safety precautions, Australian officials urged travelers to stay alert in crowded places like malls, tourist hubs, and blah, blah, blah. So New Zealand raised in level 2 due to reports of citizens being detained or delayed over documentation discrepancies. Canada followed suit, adding warnings about violent crimes and mass shootings in major U.S. cities, including Los Angeles, New York, Chicago. Canadian officials also highlighted drug trafficking near the U.S.-Mexican border as a growing concern. No, actually, Mike in the Night was highlighting drug trafficking near the U.S.-Mexican border when we were telling you about that Chinese drug lab 69 miles south of Benito Juarez, Mexico, that was producing fentanyl and sending it in through the southern Mexican border with the open borders through Biden, right? So they're doing all these travel warnings to America. Big travel warnings. Well, 2-3 months ago, I was in the United States of America. And man, this is Astoria, Oregon. It was absolutely, look at me and my family. It was absolutely spotless. We didn't see a piece of trash on the road. No needles, no poop stains, nothing. We walked all around Astoria, Oregon, and man, it was absolutely spotless along the coast. Just absolutely. I couldn't believe how organized, clean, business as usual. No graffiti, no junk everywhere. And okay, that's a flash in the pan. All right, let's go to the most dangerous city in existence, San Francisco. Absolutely. I went on public transit. I went all over San Francisco. Now, if this was Canada, you have bum number 1 here, a bum over there sleeping. You have graffiti everywhere if this was Canada. 2 bums over here, and then a bum party up the street here. If this was Canada, though. But this is not Canada. And it absolutely spotless. No poop stains, no bum villages, no nothing. I went all over San Francisco. I walked to the Golden Gate Bridge. It was a 6-mile walk from where I was staying. And there was spotless. Not a single, almost nobody around. Almost nobody around. This is what you're going to see I promise this is what you're going to see when you go to America. And Seattle, look at Seattle. Absolutely spotless. Clean. There I am outside the stadium. If you're out in one of the Canadian stadiums, either in Winnipeg, Alberta, where the Edmonton Oilers play, or you're out and about in Canada where the Vancouver Canucks play, outside the stadiums, it's complete bum fest. Here in Canada, in the rain, you'd have bums outside, bums over there. Look at the Seattle cleaning crew. Look at them cleaning. The city is absolutely spotless. Not a single bum. This, my friends, is what you're going to see when you go to America. Travel warnings for the U.S. because you know what? When you leave Bumville, Canada, and you go down there, and you see how clean and organized it is, and that's California, and that's Oregon, and that's Washington I showed you. The most dangerous leftist libtard states was actually 10 times, 100 times better than Canada. Well, they're enforcing things down there. So something is going on, folks. And that was back in March, right? It was a few months back. Spotless. So I think they want to stop Canadians from going down there and other countries to go see how manageable and clean a country could be, even the most dangerous states of them all.